how important is it for synthwave artists or artists in general to focus on their social media presence? And is it something that you had to kind of adapt yourself to do, or were you always keened into that?
I don't know. I mean, I've been obviously reposting stuff that I find around the net. What I love about synthwave is, I mean, there's an aesthetic to it, and it's not just music, and it's not just um producers. I mean, we've got artists, we've got people, we've got filmmakers. There's podcast producers and curators and reviewers and bloggers. And I mean, it encompasses such a dynamic, creative group of people. Um, yeah, I mean, when I started doing social media, I really just wanted to post pictures that I found that I thought were really cool by artists that I really appreciated, mixed with kind of pictures of my studio and some of the more kind of like Moonrunnery based stuff, like some of the promo shots of of myself and my space and synthesizers and things that I really liked. At one point, I was posting every day, and with hashtags and everything, I developed a pretty massive following just on Instagram. And I think people just like the pictures. And I know that a lot of other musicians and synthwave guys have kind of adopted the same approach. But I don't. One of the big things is that I want to make sure, obviously, that the artists get the credit they deserve. That's why I put them kind of right at the top of every comment. I don't have a big, follow Moonrunner83 and then with the artist buried way underneath or something like that. I mean, quite frankly, I don't really care too much if people follow the account. The artist should really get the credit they deserve for some of the amazing work that they do. And I've kind of fallen off the wagon. I mean, I'm getting busier with work. I just don't have the time to be posting. So I'm posting now a couple times a week. I am fairly actively engaged on Twitter, which to some degree I find to be kind of a cesspool of negativity for the most part. So I've started to kind of try to stay away from Twitter a little bit. It seems like it's kind of just a virtual and digital, kind of a complaint echo chamber for everybody to air their grievances about the world. And I've really kind of started to try to, as best I can, stay away from Twitter, even though I'm fairly active. And sometimes I get combative with people as well, which some people may be aware of. But I really do try to be as reasonable and rational, even when I'm engaging in kind of argumentation with people on Twitter. But I am trying to dial back my engagement, so to say, on things like Twitter, because I really do think that the experience is mostly quite negative. Instagram's a little different because it's just art and pictures. So I still really do enjoy Instagram. I just don't have a lot of the time to be posting as much as I used to. I don't know how important it is. I mean, I'm fairly interested in the metrics of gaining followers and getting fans and converting those into listeners and all that sort of stuff. But I really don't have any way of knowing if the people that are following me on Instagram or Twitter are, listening to music, or if the music are coming up if the music's coming up algorithmically. So I guess to answer your question, I don't really know how important it is. I think it's important to maintain some sort of a presence and to engage with the people that really do matter. And I do get a lot of messages from hardcore Moonrunner fans that I respond to, and a lot of people I've gotten to know on a personal basis, just because there's some pretty amazing people out there that have connected with me, and I get to learn about their lives in different corners of the world. And I think that's where the real benefit of social media and the internet kind of come into play, is being able to connect with people that you might not necessarily identify with or connect with in day-to-day life, but you can kind of be friends online. And obviously you don't have time for everybody, but if I connect with, I've made some great friends that were kind of hardcore Moonrunner fans, and now we're just kind of buddies more than anything else. And I really like when that conversion happens, because it really humanizes the experience. And really, I mean, you look at all the guys all the guys and gals that are really, really big in the scene. I mean, we're all just, people making music in our bedroom or in our house, or we're all just human beings at the end of the day. And most of us are pretty nice, humble people. So I really do like connecting with people as much as I can afford the time to do so. And I'd rather do that than be posting pictures on Instagram or be arguing with people about politics on Twitter, which I'm still getting myself into every now and again.